Hello everybody, today I'm going to be showing you how to get the most out of your either fan powered humidifier or your bypass humidifier. There's an Aprilaire 700 up there. It's not mounted in the best position, but given the circumstances, ductwork on the side, there's ductwork coming off the back. The coil was about the only place to mount it. Could have done it on the return, but it's all ductboard. They chose not to go with a steam humidifier due to cost. So today what we're going to be doing is adding a relay to where when the humidistat calls, and I'm using a EWC digital humidistat, so when the humidistat says, hey, I need humidity, it's going to send a signal to a relay, which is in turn going to lock out the outdoor unit. I'm going to just run it to the G terminal on the circuit board, so it will turn on the fan and lock out the outdoor unit. What happens is if you run power over to the fan, it backfeeds and through the thermostat and sends the outdoor unit on. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to just put a lockout relay for the outdoor unit and let the humidistat bring the fan on to get the most out of your humidifier. The way it shows to be wired up, it from the instructions, it only comes on when the heat is running, but if the call for heat is over and you're still dry in the house, what's the point in having a humidifier installed if it's not going to continue to run? But anyway, I'm going to mount the transformer. I can't use the transformer they sent because of the humidistat. They just sent a little 10 VA transformer, so I'm going to put a 40 VA transformer in, and here's my relay. I'm gonna mount everything right here because of it's got an Aprilaire, so it's not gonna get in the way of the filter. So put a screw there and a screw there and a screw there and there for the relay, and then so let me get that stuff installed and we'll go over it. Alright, so I got my relay and my transformer mounted. Let me kind of go through starting off. I've got my common wire coming from the transformer, feeding the common terminal on the coil, and then I use the other terminal to feed my common on my humidistat. I'll need another one for the humidifier, but that comes in a minute. Then what I've done is I took my hot from the transformer and I ran it up through this wire right here, fed it across, hit the float switch, it came back, ran it back across, and here's the red wire. I'm using 8 wire because of I found a bunch on the job just laying there, so I'm using it. And what I'm doing is I'm coming out of from the red, coming from the opposite side of the float switch, and I'm going to feed my 24 volt hot to the humidistat, and the brown is going to my H terminal on the humidistat. So that's going to feed the relay on the humidistat, and it'll send power back to green, I believe. I have to check. No, black is what I'm coming back with. So anyway, so that's the beginning of it, and we'll go through each step as I go through it. Okay, so I've got the humidifier wires hooked up. Black comes back from the humidistat and feeds the coil of the relay. And when it feeds the coil of the relay, of course it energizes. It's going to send power to those terminals where it needs to send power to. But this black wire here, that is a humidifier, or the humidistat. The red wire is a humidifier. So when the humidistat sends power, it's going to energize the humidifier. The white wires, of course, the commons. This one's coming back from the humidistat. This one's going to the humidifier. I just got them. I'll show you. Use a little brass connector like that, and just tied to the terminal there on the coil. We'll get the wires to the fan and the condenser hooked up, and then we'll pretty much be done, other than just starting up and make sure everything works. Alright, so I've got the relay all wired up, and let me explain what I've done here. At the top, this is a double pole double throw relay. So what I've done up here, wiring up the fan section of it, this red wire comes from the thermostat. It comes from the 24-volt hot. And what it's going to do, since I've got this hooked up to the humidistat, so when the humidistat calls, when it energizes the relay, it's going to send power from this terminal to this terminal. It's going to bring the fan on. That green wire heads up to the circuit board, so it's going to bring the fan on. The orange wire here comes from the thermostat. So when the coil is de-energized, that means there's this contact here and here will be closed, because it's a normally open, normally closed relay. This is your normally closed circuit, normally open from here to here. So when the thermostat, if they turn the fan in the on position on the thermostat, it's going to send power to here, sending power to here, going up and feeding the circuit board. There's a few different ways to do this. I could have took the blower motor lead. I could have done it. I could have used the blower motor leads here versus doing it all low voltage. But this is just to show you that, since I was working with the relay, this is just to show you that there's 5 or 6 different ways you could have done this, but this works. And I just hope if I don't get to come back out here, somebody understands how relays work. But this is pretty much it, and I'll go down and show the humidistat to you, and explain the inside there. Oh, and this is my outdoor sensor wires right there. So that goes straight back to the thermostat, or the humidistat. But that's it for up here. Okay, so here's my humidistat. This one runs the humidity up and down. This is the outdoor temperature. It says it's 61 out there. This is auto and manual. Right now it's over in the manual section. That's where we're going to leave it. Let's take this off and see what we got. Okay. We got our 2 outdoor sensor wires. We got our common. We got our hot, 24-volt hot. We've got our H and H terminal, and that's it. So put this back on. It's got to regulate the. Since I'm just powering it back up, it's gonna go up and then it's gonna work its way down. But I'm gonna go draw a diagram of what I just did, so I can leave it here, so the next guy's not like, what in the world did this guy do? But by the time I get done drawing the diagram, we will. It should be down where it's supposed to be. So we'll be back and turn it on and
test it out.
Okay, here I have the diagram drawn. I know it looks like a bunch of a mess, but if you are here on the service call and you just follow everything, then you should be able to figure it out. But I need to actually sit down and draw one out that will, you know, be more detailed. But this is just something fast I did up. So the homeowner's getting ready to leave. So anyway, thanks.